Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am Ashley, and in today's video I'm going to be talking to you guys about some tips for easy pickups. So I don't know about you guys, but for me, drop-offs are super easy. The kids know that they're going to be with me, like after this transition, after the exchange, mom's gonna leave and you're with me, and they are normally well behaved. But pickups, I don't know, but when kids see their parents, they like to do things they're not supposed to do. And I don't know what happens with kids when parents pick them up, but they go crazy. And there are a few things that I did and that I do continue to do to be able to help with pickups to be nice, easy, and run a lot smoother. So I have 5 tips that I'm going to be talking to you guys about today, and we're just going to go ahead and get started. So the first one I have is to have all of their belongings ready for mom and dad to grab and go. So if they have like their backpacks or their shoes or anything that they're going to be taking with them to and from the home, I like to get it all ready before mom and dad come. So for example, let's say a child brings a specific cup to school every single day and you know that they need to take it home with them. I prepare everything and I put it next to the sign-in table and I get it ready so that when mom comes, it's there, they grab it and they leave. Not like, oh, okay, give me 1 second while I wash it or I'll go get it ready. Like, no, because while you're washing it or while you're getting it ready is when the kids start to go crazy. So just have things ready for them. If you want to do it during nap time, you can gather their stuff. If you want to do it during snack time, you can gather their stuff. Normally, moms and dads that have like 9 to 5 jobs, they normally come around the same time, so you can like set an alarm and like, okay, it's 4:30, Rebecca's gonna get picked up soon, let me get all of her stuff together because I need her to get her stuff and go, if that makes any sense. So the next thing that I have is to quickly go over important things when parents come. So the 3 things that I like to talk about when parents come to pick up is if they pooped, if they napped, and if they ate. Those are the 3 most important things that parents want to know about when they come to pick up their kid, so that when they go home, they can know if they should be expecting a bowel. They can know if they don't want to eat, it's because they had a lot of things to eat at daycare. If they're super cranky, it's because they didn't have a nap. So those are things that I like to go over with, those 3 things specifically. And then if they have any questions for me, I can go ahead and answer it for them there. So normally when mom or dad comes to pick up, I'm like, oh, she napped really well, she ate all of her food, but she didn't go poop with me. Like, I'll just go ahead and I'll tell those things to the parents really quickly, and then they'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, she did it with me this morning, or oh, okay, thank you so much. Oh, she doesn't really like to eat that for a meal. You know what I'm saying? Like those quick exchanges, but those are the main important things that I like to go over with parents during drop off and pick up. So the next thing that I have is to make sticky notes about information you'd like to remind the parents about in case you don't have too much time at pickup. So at 5 o'clock, I normally have a lot of parents that come to pick up their children. And if you guys watched my sign-in binder video, I always keep sticky notes in my sign-in binder. And the reason why I keep them in there is so that I can go ahead and leave sticky notes on their sheet if I have to relay any information. So if I need an updated shot record, or if I need extra clothes, or if they need a new cup for my program, anything that I want to get to them, I'll put it in their binder. Sometimes I'll have time to tell them, but there are times where they'll come to pick up their child and I have a child that's on the changing mat ready to get changed, so I don't have enough time to talk to them. But leaving the sticky note there, they'll go ahead, they'll see it, and then they already have that information. So sticky notes are really going to be your best friend when it comes to communicating with parents, and I like to keep them in my sign-in binder so I can just quickly write it and stick it, and I have everything ready to go in my sign-in binder. Again, I do have a video on this binder. If you guys want to check it out, you guys can. The 4th thing is to prep kids the last 15 minutes of the day. So I close at 6 o'clock p.m. and by 5:45, if I still have a few kids left, I prep everything for the kid when they're gonna leave. So I'll get them their shoes on. If you guys know, I don't allow shoes in my home, so I'll get them their shoes on, I'll get them their backpack ready, I'll make sure that the binder is open, ready for the child's parent to sign them out. I prep everything so that when the parents come, they can grab their kids, and again, they can go ahead and go. Again, the kids, if they're leaving at 5:45, that's a pretty long day. They themselves want to get out of my house. They probably don't want to be with Miss Ashley anymore. So I like to prep them those last 15 minutes. And then I do have a parent, for example, she comes at 5:20 every single day. At 5 o'clock, I'll change her daughter's diaper. I'll let her daughter play for a little bit longer. And then by like 5:10, 5:14, I put her in her car seat and I put her pacifier in there. I get her blanket ready. Like I get everything ready for her because I know that she's going to leave around the same time and it's easy for mom to go ahead and get her. Now, if mom came at random different times, I wouldn't put the baby in the car seat super early because then if she doesn't come for like another hour, the baby's going to be in the car seat for an hour. But typically, if a child leaves around the same time, I get them ready around that time, if that makes any sense, especially if they're younger. Then the last one that I have is to establish rules with kiddos. So my parents know that when they come to pick up their kid, all of the kids run to the sliding door like right here and they look at the front door. And if it's their mom, they'll go inside. If it's not, they'll continue to play. That's a rule that I established with the kids. It's going to be so hard for you to open up the front door and let's say Rebecca's mom comes to pick her up and then you have all of your kids running from the daycare all the way to the front of the house because they just want to go ahead and do that. My kids know, oh, okay, your mommy's not here, so let's go back in the daycare. And that's how I remind them. So if, let's say Rebecca's mom comes to pick her up and Sally runs in the house, I grab Sally by her hand and I'm like, okay, let's go back to the daycare, Sally. That's not your mommy, but don't worry, mommy's coming, okay? And I let them know. And then they're going to start to see, okay, I keep running in the house. When Rebecca's mom comes and she takes me back to the daycare, I'm just going to stop running in the house. They're going to get the hint. So establish specific rules with the kids. Again, if you see that your kids are getting on the sign-in table or on your chairs or opening doors. I know that I saw a story of a daycare provider where the kid was running down her hallway and opening all the doors to the house, which they never do. But when mom and dad come, they think it's okay to do those things. You just want to redirect the child. So I did at one point have a child that used to run to the bathroom and lock themselves in the bathroom. So I would have to open the door and I would grab the child. I'm like, no, mommy's here, let's go. And then I started to catch her before she did it. So when I would open the door, I would see her come from the daycare and start running to the hallway. I'd pick her up. I'm like, okay, mommy's here. And then she's like, oh, okay, I can't go to the, you know what I'm saying? Just redirect them. And then after you redirect them a few times, they're going to understand, okay, during pickup, I gotta get my stuff and I gotta go. Or they just won't run in the house or they won't do specific things. And again, you're just gonna wanna redirect the behavior. So those were the 5 tips that I had for you to help you guys with pickups. If you guys have any more questions or if you guys have any scenarios that you guys might want some help with, you guys can leave them in the comments down below. But these are some of the things that I normally do to help with pickup. And normally my pickups are pretty easy. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys have any questions, leave them down below. You guys know I always answer your comments. Please subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already. And I will see you guys in my next video.